Hello, my name is Abhishek Soni and I'm a third year EC student currently pursuing BTech from IIIT Delhi. The number of people dying due to fatal cardiovascular disease every year is 70.9 million, which is twice the deaths due to cancer. Hence, it is extremely important to find out a way to predict this disease with high accuracy. The classification of ECG signals and the prediction of such cardiovascular diseases in patients becomes extremely important. The process of classification includes feature selection, extraction, best parameter selection, and final model implementation. Several well-known machine learning models can be used to achieve predictions of such diseases even better than professional cardiologists. The project proposes a technique for ECG arrhythmia classification by using six recognized machine learning models like support vector machine, KNN, random forest, decision tree, discriminant analysis, and naive Bayes in order to obtain the optimal classifier and its optimal parameters. QRS complex regions were identified from the time domain ECG signal recordings obtained from the MIT BIH arrhythmia database, and seven features such as mean, variance, kurtosis, all these were found out. All of this was done for the left, right, and whole QRS region, and hence 21 features were extracted for each QRS complex region. After hyperparameter optimization and using tenfold cross-validation among the six classifiers, highest accuracy of 97.55% was obtained on the testing data using the support vector machine (SVM), using RBF kernel and C as 1000 and gamma as 10.
Hi, myself Leah Rabi. I'm pursuing my undergraduation in Computer Science Engineering from Vidya Academy of Science and Technology. In this project, we used MIT BIH Arrhythmia database, which consists about 48-hour, two-channel ambulatory ECG recordings obtained from 47 subjects studied by BIH Arrhythmia Laboratory. These recordings are digitized at 360 Hz with 11-bit resolution over a 10 millivolt range. The ECG data consists of 90,297 samples with 21 feature variables. The variables extracted are mean, median, skewness, standard deviation, kurtosis, energy, and entropy.
Anushka Singh is data science student of Maharshi University of Information Technology, Noida. Now I am going to explain the methodology part of ECG beat classification. After collecting the raw data, we have to detect the QRS region in ECG, which is a very primitive step towards classification. There are many ways by which we can do that, but we have opted a very simple step, that is detecting the location of R peak. The annotations are provided by MIT BIH Arrhythmia database are used as R peaks. R peaks with 25 samples to its left and right extracted and termed as QRS region. After that, we have done the pre-processing part, in which we used Savitzky-Golay filter, which is basically used for improving the signal to noise ratio. Then we perform the feature extraction part, in which we have extracted the seven features like mean, variance, standard deviation, kurtosis, skewness, energy, and entropy. Now we have done classification. We have used several machine learning algorithms like KNN, SVM, decision tree, random forest, discriminant analysis, naive Bayes for classifying the two different groups of ECG beats like normal and arrhythmia. After performing the classification, we got the results for our test.
Decision tree is another supervised learning algorithm that uses a set of binary rules to calculate the target. The model uses nodes and branches. The basic idea is to select the best feature using attribute selection measures ASM to split the records, make that feature a decision node, and break the dataset into smaller subset until there is no remaining features to be classified. The core algorithm for building decision tree is ID3, while the other algorithm is classification and regression tree algorithm. ID3 uses entropy and information gain to construct a decision tree, while CART uses Gini impurity. Entropy is a measure of the randomness in the information being processed. The information gain is based on the decrease in entropy after a dataset is split on an attribute. Gini impurity is a measure of how a randomly chosen element from the set would be incorrectly labeled if it was randomly labeled according to the distribution of labels in the dataset.
Support vector machine is a supervised machine learning model which basically tries to find out an optimal hyperplane or a hyperplane which can separate or classify two or more classes. Supervised, supervised signifies that SVM requires data labels in order to learn and classify. This model can be used for classification and regression problems. The decision rule or the optimal hyperplane is the plane which separates the classes the best, and in order to find out the optimal hyperplane, a support vector machine must ensure two properties. The hyperplane must separate the two classes and the margin must be the maximum. The hyperplane which satisfies both these properties is optimal and hence acts as a decision boundary to be used for prediction of classes of new data points. In order to maximize the margin, the hyperplane has two support vectors parallel to it on opposite sides of the hyperplane. The dimensions of the hyperplane is directly dependent on the number of features. Hence, by increasing the dimensions, SVM is able to classify non-linearly separable data also. Suppose for a two-dimensional linearly classifiable problem, the hyperplane will be a line, while on the other hand, if it's three-dimensional linearly separable problem, it would be a plane, and so on. After applying k-fold cross-validation with folds equal to 10, support vector machine was able to classify our data with the best accuracy of 97.55%. This accuracy was achieved with parameters as RBF as kernel, C as 1000, and gamma equal to 10.
KNN is an effortless algorithm which stores all the data points and classifies the new data points on the basis of similar measures. The principle behind the KNN technique is to find a predefined number of training samples nearest in distance to the upcoming data points to predict the label from given data points. This ECG data consists of 90,297 samples with 21 feature variables and a target variable split into the ratio of 80-20 train and test part. I used k-fold cross-validation technique to get the maximum accuracy. Hence, at the different combination of metrics like Euclidean, Manhattan, Minkowski, and Trebuchet k-fold values, I found scores like accuracy, precision, recall, advanced score, ROC, AUC score. The highest accuracy obtained on the testing data through KNN model is 97.51% on Manhattan matrix at k-fold equal to.
Hi, hello, I'm Sandra Karan Sabu doing BTech at St. College of Engineering. I'm here to explain result of classification of ECG signal. I have used discrete analysis for this one. Discrete analysis is the way to build classifier. It is of two types, that is linear and quadratic. I have tried both, and it is trying to find the boundary between the dataset. Our dataset consists of 90,297 data and with 21 features. We use k-fold validation with k is equal to 10. The sample is divided into 80% training data and 20% testing data. I have tried both the quadratic and linear and recorded the accuracy, precision, lead score, FN score, and area and the AUC. And it is found that quadratic is more accurate than the linear with 90.5%. That about my result. Thank you.